Great insight there. Okay, let's take a look at the women's basketball top 10 AP poll. Gino Auriemma broke a tie with Tara Vanderveer for most appearances by a coach in the AP women's basketball top 25 on Monday when UConn was again a unanimous #1. He has the Huskies ranked for the 655th time. They're the last unbeaten team in Division I basketball. They've won 45 consecutive games dating back to last season. But look at UCLA and some of these other teams here, and then Meghan and I are going to get into it. But the Bruins closing in on a milestone themselves. If they beat USC on Sunday, and granted, they're rivals, the Bruins are going to be just the fourth program to finish with a perfect regular season in Big Ten women's college basketball. It's something that they haven't been able to do in conference to date, in any conference, not just since joining the Big Ten. I mean, the fact that they could be undefeated in the conference is nothing to sneeze at. Let's start with UConn. Everybody's tuning in to watch a Big East basketball game. They've been the story from the start, and they just continue to prove that they belong at the very top.
UConn's defense has been at a March Madness level since November, and that's what's really gotten them out to these huge leads. They keep people to one and done, but they turn teams over at such a high level. They're averaging more than 30 points off turnovers, not to mention they have multiple shooters on the outside. So just when you think you're in a game with UConn, all of a sudden they get a couple of turnovers, they come down, they hit a couple of transition threes, and the gap has become 20. They're so dangerous, they're so balanced, but that defensive poise makes them special.
UCLA's entire starting five is projected to go in the first round of the WNBA draft.
Yeah, and the bench.
Plus one off the bench.
Dugalich.
This is the most talented UCLA roster we've ever seen.
And they're deep, they're balanced, and they can defend as well. And that's the biggest key when it comes down to it. When you get into an NCAA tournament style, you have to be able to defend. You got to stop people, and you got to be able to score. And UCLA has that balance. 6 different players who average at least 9 or more points a game, and they can score from beyond the arc, and they also have players that can get to the rim. So that balance opens up things on the inside for a player like Lauren Betts, who's 6'7", and not many players this year who play UCLA have experience against guarding someone who is that big in the paint.
Hit the Big East, hit the Big Ten. SEC always deserves a tremendous amount of respect. Who are you focusing on as we get closer
Vanderbilt is fascinating right now.
Yeah,
McKeown Blakes is one of the best players in the country. She's going to be a finalist for Naismith Player of the Year, in my opinion. That was Sarah Strong. It's probably down to those two. She's leading the nation in scoring. Her ability to get downhill, create her own shot, and knock down the three has been impressive. And a freshman, Aubrey Galvin, has been huge for Vanderbilt this season. They're surprising a lot of people. Got a couple of tough teams left in the SEC, but they could make some serious noise in March.
It's a example of a conference, too, that has so much to play for as the regular season winds down. These last few games are going to be crazy.
And we haven't even talked about South Carolina or Texas or LSU.
What would Aaliyah Boston say to us?
Well, she's not here,
so mad. She's not here, so we don't care. We're not going to talk about them.
Aaliyah, come back.
We hope she's watching. No, but you're right. I mean, there are so many good teams to talk about outside of South Carolina who always get a tremendous amount of respect.